Hey guys, we're from Trip Canvas and we love to travel, so we're gonna share with you some of the hidden gems in Indonesia. So we finally made it to Surabaya, and right here is where we'll be starting our adventure in East Java. So for our first stop, we'll be heading to the chilly highlands of Prigen and Batu, the city of Malang, which is also known as the city of apples, and of course the famous Mount Bromo. If you've ever wondered what it would be like to have a safari resort so close to your home, well, you can stop wondering because you actually don't even need to travel all the way to Africa for that. And the best part is that you can even see giraffes and zebras right from your own balcony. Like, how sick is that? And in the morning, make sure you don't miss out on having breakfast with all these super cute giraffes. So after having probably like the best breakfast you've ever had in your life, you can drive into the safari, which is just right next door. It was so cute how the animals were so excited that they just grabbed the carrots from us. And if you didn't know, Prigen Safari Park is actually the largest safari park in Asia at 350 hectares. And it was super cool how we even got to feed free roaming animals right from our bus. Okay, and you might think that we're crazy, but here we are trying to live life on the edge a bit by having lunch with the tigers. And now it's time for the most epic stop of our journey because we are finally driving up to Bromo. On your way up, don't forget to drop by the most scenic waterfall in Indonesia because we were seriously so blown away when we saw this like godsend beauty right in front of our eyes. It was actually pretty challenging for us to hike down because it was so steep and slippery that we even took like 5 minutes just for us to get across the stream. And of course, one of the main reasons why people actually come here is because this is the place where you can catch the most amazing sunrise over Mount Bromo. Also, while you head over to Mount Bromo itself, be prepared for an exciting adventure in the savannah and sand dunes at Bromo National Park. So just a quick life hack, we actually booked our entire Bromo tour through our hotel PLATARAN Bromo, which I will share more about in just a bit. Now walking up to Mount Bromo's crater is actually pretty simple. And yes, you heard right because all you have to do is walk up. You don't even have to worry about any intense hiking because it's mainly just sand and dust here and some gradual slopes. But just in case, you should bring a mask so that you won't choke on any sulfur fumes. So after having to wake up at 3 AM just to catch the sunrise over Bromo, we were so tired that all we wanted to do was sleep. So we checked into this luxurious home above the clouds and it was heaven. Like, if you're looking for a comfortable place to stay, PLATARAN Bromo is hands down the place for you. Also, not many people would look forward to returning to some basic guest house and bathing in cold water because it is actually really cold here. Now, if you want to up your Instagram game, this place has got to be one of the most Insta-worthy places we have ever seen. We even got to have a really nice picnic for breakfast in this super pretty glass house. It cost around 500,000 rupiah for 2 people, which is actually pretty expensive, but hey, you're on holiday, so it's definitely worth the experience. So later on, I got the chance to join a cooking class in the clouds. And then we had a relaxing spa with a view of the highlands. It was really so hard to leave a paradise like Bromo, but now we're headed down over to the city of Malang. So on our way down to the city of Malang, we actually explored this vast tea plantation that sits just on the slopes of Mount Arjuna, where the air is so fresh and when you look around, it's like you're surrounded by an endless sea of green. Right here in Malang, we dropped by this hotel, which was almost like a museum. This hotel is HOTEL-TUGU and it is known for preserving the local heritage and art all over Indonesia. You can also take a tour around here and learn all about the Javanese heritage. And what's super cool about the artwork here is that some of them are handpicked by the owner himself. And And now it is time for lunch at this Indochina themed restaurant. We were so amazed because even in Malang, they managed to recreate authentic Vietnamese cuisine with recipes all the way from Vietnam. And our favorite dish there was definitely the dessert called torch ginger flower sorbet, which was sweet but also a little spicy. So about a 40 minutes drive away from Malang is our last stop, which is the highlands of Batu. Here in Batu, we stayed in this spacious 3-bedroom villa, and what we really loved about this place is how peaceful it is in the morning when it's quiet, chilly with the sun just streaming in. So, throughout our entire stay in Batu, this place was our absolute favorite place to chill at because even though the food was great, well, the view was what definitely sealed the deal for us. We had such a great time chilling and chatting and just simply enjoying each other's company. Okay, so when we first discovered this resort, we were all like, wait, what? Why is there some random Japanese town in a remote place like Batu? But it turns out that it's because the Indonesian owners here are huge fans of Japanese culture and they've actually lived in Japan for quite a while. So they wanted to bring a slice of Japan to their fellow countrymen, especially for those people who actually can't afford to travel there, which we think is a really nice thing to do. And you can even get the full Japanese experience here by dressing up in a yukata and soaking in this 40-degree onsen. We were actually pretty shook when we saw this garden because we seriously did not expect to find so many Instagrammable places here. Like, you can find a ton of amazing photo spots here at legit everywhere in this garden because it is so huge and actually really well maintained. So you can just take your time to wander around and take all those Insta-worthy pictures that you definitely need. Now this huge interactive zoo is really unlike any other zoos you've ever seen, especially because the animals here have lots of space to roam around, and it is also super nice to see just how well this place is taken care of. You know, it actually kind of feels like a dream here because the birds are free to fly around and you can just feed them while you're touring the place. JATIM Park 2 was so big that you'd probably need to spend an entire day over there, so we visited JATIM Park 3 on a different day. And you should bring your kids along to have some fun because this theme park is the perfect place for kids of all ages. We can assure you that the kids will love the Dino Park, and this is probably like almost every 90s kid's dream. It was such a fun experience walking through all those familiar scenes, role-playing, and of course, take pictures. Besides that, if you want to get all cute and everything, you can try wearing the hanbok in Little Korea, or if you're down for some adventure, you can even explore this infinite light world maze. Now, you might think you're too old for this, but there is something for everyone in this theme park because you know you can't deny that some of us are still kids at heart. We came here for a late lunch and we were blessed with an amazing view. And honestly, the food was just alright, but that's fine because we actually got to take really good pictures in this place. So if you didn't try the apples while you're in Malang and Batu, did you even really go there? Definitely not, because you must try the apples here, and what's so cool about this resort is that they let you pick your own fruits. You can pick apples, guava, oranges, dragon fruit, and many other fruits, but you have to remember to check the harvest season of all these different fruits, alright? Because no one told us that, we actually came here during the low season for apples, so we actually didn't manage to get the best ones. Now this museum is for those who love vintage cars and vehicles. You can find like old Volkswagens, Jaguars, Benz, and all these other cool vintage cars, and it makes you feel like you're in some kind of 80s film or something. So definitely come check this place out if you're into that kind of stuff because the cars are actually so well taken care of that you can probably still drive them. And look how cool this restaurant is because it's actually on a plane. Now this iconic mosque is seriously like an artwork all by itself. It actually took us about 1 hour to drive here from the city of Malang, but you know, the peaceful vibes from this place just makes everything so worthwhile. Batu is full of cafes with gorgeous views, which is kind of like the Indonesian version of Cameron Highlands. And right here is one of those cafes that's an awesome place to drop by for some snacks.
Now this Pasar Malam, which is also known as a night market, has got to be the most hipster one we've ever seen in Indonesia. We're not really sure what it is about this place, but it gives off a super unique vibe, and you can even find a ton of different local street food here. So definitely come check out all these hidden gems right here in East Java.